Hey guys, so if you just came from the previous video, I was giving you guys kind of an update on the end of summer semester session A, and I do have updates for summer semester session B because I switched around my classes entirely, and so I wanted to update you guys with the classes that I am actually taking, because I believe I was taking, well, I forget what the one I was taking was, but I was taking a Cities and Cinema class, which was supposed to be an easy A, and then I decided not to do that because I just decided to switch over to a biology class because one, it's required for my major, and two, it was just like they switched. I was supposed to be taking it in fall semester, but they switched my professors around, which really frustrated me. Arizona State has done this a few times where I have registered for a specific section of a class with a specific professor, and it really frustrates me that as it gets closer to the time where, it's closer to that class actually starting, it's like they switch me to a different professor, and I am having that issue with another one of my fall classes right now where they switch me from the professor that I specifically registered for the class with, and they put me with a TA, and I don't like that. I wanted the professor that I registered for the class with. And of course, there's no sections of that class open for the fall semester. So now I'm gonna have to reevaluate my schedule and see if I want to even try doing it with the TA, or if I just wanna come back and revisit taking that class at a later date and throw something else on my schedule. But anyways, so the two classes I am taking, because I am taking two classes again in summer semester session B. I am a glutton for punishment, apparently. I'm taking biology, I forget what it is. It's Bio 181, which is like a biology 1. And then there's another semester where I will have to take the Bio 182, which is like a biology 2, or it's like a continuation of biology 1, however you want to put it. It does have a lab portion with it, but these are virtual labs for the biology class. So I was actually the professor that I registered for the biology class with in the fall, when I said I was going to take it in the fall semester, I was actually able to register for a section with him in session B of summer semester. So that's why I'm taking it that way, because I saw that his section in the summer session B was still available. It still had open seats. So I decided to grab that up because I've heard he's a great professor and makes it really fun to learn. However, I was supposed to be taking the second half of that biology class in the fall semester, and I dropped that because they put me with a professor that, like, everybody on ratemyprofessor.com said, do not ever take a biology class with her if you can avoid it. So I dropped it because there were no other sections available with professors that had good reviews. So I'm going to do the first half in summer session B, and I'll figure out when I'm going to do the second half of that biology class, because I also have a couple of sections of chemistry that I still have to do. Yay me. But the other class that I'm taking in summer session B is a nutrition class. I think the name of the nutrition class that I'm taking is Intro to Nutrition Science or something like that. It's an introductory nutrition class, and it fulfilled one of my elective requirements. So I decided to take that. And then there's another nutrition class that I plan on taking in the fall. And I will tell you guys more about that when I get closer to the fall, but I have to have taken the nutrition science class that I'm taking summer session B before I can take the one that I want to take in the fall. So hopefully that's not too confusing, because I know that I feel like I'm being very confusing right now, and I don't intend to be, but Yeah, it's just kind of frustrating when Arizona State switches around the professors like that, because then I get all in a tizzy, because I scour ratemyprofessor.com, and we also have a Facebook group just for Arizona State students, or Arizona State online students mostly. I noticed that some on-campus students also are in this Facebook group, but a majority of the people in this online group are online students from ASU. So we kind of talk about like who to take classes with and who not to take classes with. A lot of people will put like the class code in there, like if it's PSY 290, which is a research and statistics class, psychology or whatever. People will say, hey, I need to take PSY 290 in this session. Anybody that has taken it, can you tell me which professor to avoid, or which professor you think would be good for me to take this class with? Things like that. So I definitely pay attention to that. And then from those recommendations, then I go on to ratemyprofessor.com, and I specifically search the professors that are showing available for that session or semester, just so that I can kind of compare, because I don't want to take classes that I'm going to have to suffer through if I can avoid it. Sometimes it's unavoidable, like with this intro to neuroscience class, and there's a couple other neuroscience classes that this particular neuroscience professor teaches as well. And sometimes you just can't avoid having to take those classes with a certain professor. But, you know, for the most part, I have been able to avoid horrible professors. I'm just trying to keep that track record up, because it makes it so much harder when you already have a difficult time with a class to have like a horrible professor running the class. So those are kind of my updates for summer session B. I will be taking the biology class plus the nutrition science class. So if you guys are interested in learning more about those subjects, please let me know. Those start on June 29th, I believe it is. So next week is our final exams for summer session A, which I think everything has to be turned in by June 25th. And then we have like 4 days off, and then the next session starts. So the sad thing about summer semester is that we don't really have much of a break in between like summer semester and fall, or summer semester session A and summer semester session B, but I'm hoping there's going to be a longer kind of break so that I can get more of a mental break between summer semester and fall semester. There, that makes sense. So anyways, if you guys have any questions about Arizona State Online, or any questions about classes that I'm taking or classes that I still need to take, or neuroscience major in general, or just medical field related stuff, why I chose to be pre-med, stuff like that, let me know and I will address it in a future video. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys next time.